Welcome back, everyone, to Piney Plays the Spire, where we are about to take on the second character in the series, and that is the Silent, a huntress from outside the Spire ready to stab and poison anything in her way. We have the Ring of the Snake. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. So, we won't be in want of draw, at least in the first turn of combat. So let's click on it and see what we got. Niao, Mother of Resurrection, exiled. Now, Niao will be greeting us at the beginning of any of our runs now. We didn't have one on her at the very first run, but we unlocked her at the end of the previous one. So we have three choices here. A file hoster. Gain one potion slot and procure two random potions. Ooh, that sounds nice. Precise scissors. Remove one card from your deck. And Silver Crucible. The first three card rewards you get are upgraded. The first treasure chest you open is empty. A bit of a trade-off in there then. Let's try the file holster to get one extra potion slot plus two potions in there. Great, let's proceed. And we are, of course, in Overgrowth again because I don't believe that we've unlocked the Underdocks yet. For now, we have a halfway point over there. And I need to devise a route that will work for us without getting us killed. That's sort of the idea over here. How about this so far? Looks okay. One, two, three. I'm worried about doing three straight fights there. So yeah, the merchant seems to be a little bit early there, but there isn't a reasonable merchant position in here. Well, that's our first thought. I mean, here we have a nice late merchant. I don't know, about three consecutive fights here is what really worries me about this one. Another possibility is the center route. Down the center route, we've got this. All right, we've got the late merchant here. Come down this way. Now we are going to be coming down this way. That's, of course, we will take on this elite down here like that. There it gives an event here, an elite here. Now this could say a nexus point because if we look like that we are strong, then we might take on this one. The trouble is, there's a long way to the next campfire after this one right over here. We'll be going through half the path there, and that can get rather spicy, shall we say. Hold on. Yeah. We also have this spot right here that could be a decision point. Meaning if I feel strong after finishing this monster, then coming up this way and then up to the market that way, because I probably need one of these two markets. But I want to make sure that I am strong enough before I try to do that. I think that's enough to check on, but let's start over here. And of course, we have our usual one. Now, let's see, we want to kill this as quickly as possible. We'll take that. That's our freebie in there. We want to should I try to kill faster or should I just block this damage? Let's try blocking the damage, see what happens. That's not going to do anything, of course. You're not going to be doing it. Oh, and I get basically all defend cards. Well, let's choose something to discard. Oh yeah, that doesn't draw a card. That discards a card. Oh well. I have a defend card for next turn then, I guess. Yeah, that was a rather useless turn. And now we get trouble. Well, I'm gonna do this quickly because this monster has a very nasty way of scaling, having these strength 7. So it looks so nice and innocuous during the first turn in there, and then it gets nasty right after that. I should have probably just taken a hit on the first. Oh yeah, and it's doing 2 of those in a row. Alright, it's 8. Well, need no more than one of these, so we'll do that. I better hurry up. Oh, oops. Just 2 strikes and you're out. Okay, good. Now, do I have anything useful in here in the vulnerable potion? Oh, that could be nice. Just remember, I sometimes forget my potions. So I prepared. Draw a card, discard a card. That could be nice, and no matter what. Blade Dance. Add 3 shivs into your hand. Exhaust. All right. That's one of the 3 themes that I could think of relating to. Actually, discarding is another theme. And this one is a slide card. So we have the 3 themes that I associate with the silent all in this area here. I'm going to start with a Blade Dance. A couple of shivs wouldn't hurt no matter what we do in the long run. Let's see. Lava Lamp. At the end of combat, upgrade all card rewards if you took no damage. Well, I think that's going to be unlikely. Let's see. Gremlin Horn. Whenever an enemy dies, gain energy and draw a card. That's most useful if you have numbers of enemies. Those 3 or 4 enemy combats instead of one big opponent. Let's try a power card. Actually, make sure I don't have anything here that I need. Okay, 13D. That's another prepare there. And at the start of your turn, apply 2 poisons to all enemies. Oh, that's right. That's the 3rd team. Yeah, discard and slide, which were both in that previous one. That's actually a synergy. Those are both part of the same archetype. It's poisons that are the 3rd. All right. Let's see. We got. Let's do a staggered throw. 9 damage. Draw a card. Discard a card and throw in a power potion, and we are done with the store around there. I know I did earlier buying stuff because I couldn't afford all that much, but there'll be one later on, I think. Okay, here we go. We have you with 12. There's no way I'm going to stop all of that. What I'll do is I'll start with a Blade Dance and start taking you for some damage here. I guess I'll have to at least... I really should have used the fish oil for that. Hey, what if I use a power potion right now? Well, noxious fumes. At the start of your turn, apply 2 poison to all enemies. Ooh. Since this is a temporary card here, it's not going to do much for me for this fight. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. And weak enemies take double damage. Okay, I'll take Speedster here. Alright. Not exactly the best fit, but it'll have to do for now. Alright, we'll just do that. Ouch! Okay, we'll make you weaker there. Alright, that should help in that. Oh, really? Oh. Survivor! Oh, that discards it. Well, that was useless. I have only one card that... Ah, there it is. Dagger Throw. That's the one that's... Oh. Okay, there's the smack for doing that now. Let's see. We have all these strikes here. Oh, I should have thrown away defend since not attacking this turn. Pay attention to the intents, otherwise things can get really nasty. Well, apparently I didn't have enough energy to go further than that. So, it's no problem. Oh, only 7, so I could just... Explosive ampules. Well, Tactician, Sly, gain energy. Gain 1 energy. And this is one of those that's really only intended to be used. What Sly means is that you play it whenever you discard, when you discard it during your turn, obviously not at the end of the turn, then you activate it and it's automatically played for free. So therefore, that's going to be the way of doing Tactician, because obviously a cost of 3 to gain 1 is a rather nonsensical thing to do there. Let's see, Blade Dance, Tactician. Let's try this simply because we do want to test out the various tools of the class. So I'll probably have to pick up at least 1 poison one also for the same reason. All right, let's see. Well, okay, well, we'll take the free one there. Just throw the dagger. Ooh, we get a strike. Well, that's more useful than... So what we'll do is I'll put the defend on top of the... Actually, that's discard. I got rid of the disc. It didn't matter, but I got rid of that since I didn't need the defense for that particular turn. All right, there's the defense thing. Now that would have been useful to have in my hand when I needed to discard something, but not the lucky day on the matter. Locked that out. Let's see. We went to... that would have been useful to have around. Let's see. I'm only going to play 1 defend on top of this, so... Play Blade Dance. I guess it didn't matter. Oh. Oh, because I'm shrunken. Okay, yes, I miscalculated that because I am shrunken. Well, I am going to have to... I want to free up a slot there anyway in my potions one. So since I had 2 explosive ampules, I just threw that out there. Pinpoint. Deal 15 damage. Costs 1 less for each skill played this turn. That can be useful under certain circumstances. Now, let's see if there's anything else. See, deal 9 damage, deal 4 different damage for each card type discarded this turn, and apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. I'd rather have actually, apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. I'm going to go by the... I did promise that I would get a poison one just to see how this works. Trudge on 75 gold, lose 8 HP, and rest, gain 21 HP, which is and fight some enemies. I don't like either one of them, but I guess I could use the money, so I will... Ouch. Take that. And unfortunately, I am pretty low right now because that'll give me up to 2167. Well, I'll do that. All right, now we've got... Oh, that's right. I'm ready to go into an elite. Maybe it's a good thing that I did that. Oh my goodness. All right, so what I'll do is I will get this for 8. Oh, this is tricky. He's not actually attacking. I mean, could just throw 3 strikes. This is going to be balanced out anyway, so I'm just going to do this anyway. So what I do is I choose a card to discard. In this case, I would choose Tactician. This is a Sly card, so it's in yellow instead of in cyan as the others are. I guess, or is that gold? Either way, whatever, I discard that. And as a result, I got an energy back. I know, I could have just have ignored the whole thing, but we wanted to see that in action, right? And maybe if I did it that way, I might actually remember when it's truly important. Yeah. Right, let's do a dagger throw. Yes, draw a card in there, defend. I'm definitely going to need to defend. But I don't need to defend 3 times, right? Alright, so I will discard that. I was only available 2 available actions anyway. Alright, so we went to apply. Oh. Oh, he really loves that yucky stuff. Okay, apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. Well, that interesting. That costs 2 in there. That's rather expensive now that I think of it. Perhaps that wasn't my best plan. Let's start with that. Bams with these little shivs in there. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I think that might have been the best bet because if I did the strike, it would only do 6. But this one's going to do 9 on the first turn, 8 on the second turn, etc. Now these infection things, which at the start of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 3 damage. You Survivor. What do I discard? How about this thing that will damage me if I keep it in my hand? Alright. That's also a useful thing for discarding, is when you're facing this horrific beast. See, that's 8, and that's 16 it's going to be doing to me. Oh, wait a moment. It's only at 12 life left, and so now the bar is now green, and the numbers are green. That's mean because it is going to die at the end of my turn. So if you look here, whoop. Unfortunately, it's got offspring. You know, that did seem a little bit too easy, didn't it? Now, since that is too easy in there, what I'll do is I will smack this one. Oh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, really? All right. See, I'm going to be able to kill... Okay. Well, I'm going to be doing 2 strikes is the next thing that I'm going to be doing. I don't need any defense this turn. The only thing I would need to defend against is the infection. So actually, I don't need the extra point of energy. So for this turn, I think the best thing to do is just to discard the infection. And now I've got to kill these things. Now, let's see. We need to... Okay, so I'll... Unfortunately, I can't discard... See, that's 612, so I'll just do that. Ouch! Yeah, and they're putting up strength, which is a nasty bit in itself. Neutralize, let's put a weak on top of that one so we could reduce its damage. Survivor, we will of course get rid of that. So we want random poison. Oh, I just want to do the sure thing and kill this one. I think I need a 1-point poisoner because that 2 points there is right now being very much a nuisance in there. And oh, this is getting to be quite a bit of a problem in there. The tactician keys are coming up at the same time as infections. This is not a good one because I had absolutely no damaging skills for this round. Alright, well, maybe they'll... Ouch! Nine. Okay, good. Get that. And I want to discard, well, obviously I want to discard one of the infections. Get rid of you. Here's a choice. Oh! Oh! He's gonna die. Alright, fine. Then the answer is obvious. Lucky Tonic. Gain 1 buffer. Happy Flower. Every 3 turns gain energy. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay, so we got a nice artifact there. And add a card to your deck. And what do we got here? I don't need another deck. Well, I wouldn't mind another dagger. Nightmare. Choose a card. Next turn, add 3 copies of that card to your hand. Exhaust. No, I'm not. I'll just take the prepared thing. So I could have another thing which I could use to draw and discard. Let's see, we got... let's admit something. Let's see, we've got... Blade Dance, Neutralize. I'm still not too sure which of these because I've... So I've got a Slide Case, I got a Poison Taste. Bouncing Flask. Oh yes, Bouncing Flask. What's the upgrade version of that? 4 times. Alright. That's not my most really thing to try there. Oh, 2 energy for Tactician if it's upgraded. First I gotta get to a position where I'm sure that I really want to be using that. So let's try Blade Dance for now. 4 shivs. So let's try some treasure. Bag of Preparation. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. So therefore, I'll be drawing 9 at the start instead of 7. Which is, in itself, instead of the usual 5. Alright? An event? Arms suddenly jet out of the nearby hole, clutching a suspicious bag of riches and a clearly cursed relic. This or that, a scratched up voice whispers from below. And this is... Lose 6 hit points and gain 65 gold, or add clumsy to your deck. Obtain a random relic. Well, I don't like curses, but I maybe could use a relic, right? I get a pair, increase max health by 10. Well, not too bad, I guess. Really could use one of those ampules that I had earlier over here, but that's definitely not going to be around. Let's see. We've got... We got another... Oh, yeah. More... I think he has the same thing that he's going to dump on me than I was getting in the previous fight. So let's try that. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best one to throw a weak one since I'm killing it outright. And that's... Now, discard is unplayable and ethereal. This is ethereal, so I want to keep that in my hand. Add 4 shivs to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can add 4 shivs to my hand. I probably should have used a shiv to finish off that other one rather than a strike. Okay, well, I'm through with those. And that means we'll go for this one next. Well, here goes my deck again. Slimed. Slimed. Actually, the other one might have been a more toxic one than this one. Because that's right, because the other one I had to discard. This one you can actually play in order to get rid of it. Oh, let's see. This is prepared. Nothing I could do, because I need 3. So best bet for me is to have a couple of defends around. I do want that. Okay, I'll throw away that defend. Take that out. To discard! Slide! I'm Tactician. Yes, Tactician is down. Now I don't have to decide which one I want to play, though. Is it worth a vulnerability potion just to kill him in one shot? Okay. Well, whether or not it is, it did save me some damage I was going to have on top of me. Bouncing ball. Alright, so now we'll just bash you. Yuck. Can I do enough damage this round to take him out of here? Let's see, I only have 6 points of damage, but I do have a prepared here. Let's see. I don't think I'll be needing 2 defense this turn. They only gave vulnerability for 1 round. That wasn't nice. Actually, hold on. This is going to bring it down to 8, right? Yeah, he's dead! Okay, so I'll just get rid of what I could do is draw 1 card and exhaust. Now, it doesn't matter. The combat is over, but yeah, doing something like that at the end of the round is probably not a good idea if you have any chance of something decent inside of your draw pile. Potion of Binding. There's one I often forget to use. Let's see. Well-laid plans. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. No. Hey, Sly. Apply 4 poison to all enemies. And it's another one of those ultra expensive cards that it's probably more worth it if you do a slide than anything else. And then deal 8 damage whenever you play a card this turn. The enemy loses 2 HP. Let's try Haze. Bit of a combo one then, going with both discards and with and with poisons there. Sort of a hybrid little style there. Let's see, we got 167 for the strawberry. And that's to get 7 max HP. Akabeko, at the start of each combat, gain 8 vigor. Give potential for a powerful first turn. I suppose I should start worrying about maybe getting rid of... I don't know if there are any that would actually be... Oh, hold on. I mean, really. Whoa. A backstab. A backstab is really nice. Okay, what do we have here that we can get rid of? At the very least, we can get rid of the clumsy. And the other possibility, of course, is getting rid of a basic strike. Because I think usually if you made a tier rating of cards in here, basic strikes are usually considered the worst card of the game. Okay, there might be something worse, but... I decided to get rid of the curse anyway. Alright. Let's see, we've got 11? Yeah, just... Yeah, let's see how much we can get rid of. We obviously don't want to... A couple things. Defend, alright, nothing here that allows me to discard, so forget about those overly priced... Alright, I should have played something before I did that. That was really bad. There's a limit of 10 cards. And in fact, in the previous combat, I did actually count in order to make sure that I wasn't going to run into any problems with that. Well, I forgot this time around. Now I got prepared. So let's draw a card, and we will discard Tactician, of course. So now I've got 5 energy. 5 energy? Okay. Oh, the flower kicked off because it's once every 3 turns, and that counts over combat. So therefore, it counted that anyway. Okay, so we will neutralize you. Okay, good. That means we could defend that. Oh, it's all defend. Oh boy, overkill in defense, and it works even if you can't discard the card. Then nothing gets discarded if your hand is empty. But I'm now dazed because of all that. That's another type of debuff card. Alright, so let's see. Apply 3 poison to random enemy 3 times. Well, that would have been better last turn because I really needed... yeah. This hand would have been better for last turn, and last turn would have been better for this turn. See, this is unplayable and ethereal, so I want to keep that in my hand. Oh, let's do that to you. You are really, really, really making things tough on me, aren't you? Well, I want to have at least some defense this turn, so I'll just get rid of that. Too bad that one wasn't Sly. Alright, let's see, defend there and attack there. And more dazed in my hand. Alright, so prepared. Oh. I am lovely in my ill timing, aren't I? Okay, we'll do prepared first. Let's see, we need 6, 12, 18. This gives us vulnerability and weak to all enemies. Yeah, so what I am going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of Survivor. Okay, and strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, you're out. Good. And then get a power potion in its place. Oh, expose. Poison stab. Deal 6 damage, apply 3 poison. That is exactly what I am looking for. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having it exposed, but I think I'll take the poison thing. Let's see if we could try a poison root in here and make a decent build out of that. Escape plan. Draw 1 card. If you draw a skill, gain 3 block. Well, I could use a little more urgency. Whenever you attack applies unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Oh, that's a power card. I was wondering why it was so expensive. Oh, I can't afford that anyway. So I will take this. I think that is. Hold on. Was there any potion? No, I don't have enough money left for that. 21, that's 24 in order to. I'm about to go against the ceremonial beast. Ooh. I want to be able to survive. Okay, so I will take the cautious route for that particular one. And let's... Alright, let's see, just the backstab. Okay, well, we will. Do I have anything here to make you vulnerable so that... I don't think I have any vulnerable cards yet. Well, let's just start it with a backstab. Actually, what is the power potion? The power one. Abrasive. Sly. Gain 1 dexterity for... The slide really doesn't matter on these particular ones, the ones that come from the potion, since the first time you use them, they're free anyway. So it doesn't matter. Whenever your attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Okay. Sly, gain 4 dexterity, gain 4 thorns. Yeah, but gaining 4 thorns right now is... Right. So getting there, that means it will last me through the next round. After image, whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. Let's say the +1 dexterity, gain 4 thorns. See how... Okay, and now we'll take the freebie for that. Good. Apply. Defend any boundary to defend. Right, we don't have anything that... Oh no, this actually discards a card. Oh yeah, okay, that gave me an extra energy point. Alright, so it would strike there. And since I don't need to defend this turn, I can actually do the bouncing flask. Without... Yes, alright, there you go. Now you got 12 poison on you. That's a nice start. Now we have a threshold. If we get down to 150, we go from the first phase of the battle to the second phase. All right, so survivor. All right, more poison onto our opponent there. Unfortunately, I only get, okay, I got 15 of that and only one strike that I can do. Ouch. But it could have been worse. So let's try the fish oil. Alright, let's be escape plan. Draw one card. Is it a skill? Yes, it was. So that helped with my block a little bit. Ooh, we could. Okay, what do we need? Let's do our blade. That. There we go. There we go. And we need to. Are we going to just strike there, or are we going to be defending a little bit? Let's decide a little bit. Haze. I cast it twice in the same turn. Yes. All right. That should really make him feel uncomfortable. Oh. Oh. That was a mistake. No, the mistake wasn't the strike there. The mistake was the shield, because I didn't realize I was that close to 150s. But if I did 2 strikes instead. Oh, the poison stunned him. The poison stunned him. Okay, good. No. Alright, so now comes phase 2 of the battle. So right now, I need to unload with as much as I can. Unfortunately, it's not much here. See, this is gain 1 buffer. Actually, I could use that probably during the next round. And unfortunately, all this is meaningless. Because now my ears are ringing, and with my ears ringing, it means I can only take 1 action. So it better be something that's powerful. In fact, in this fight, maybe those 3 item costs that are normally need to be comboed in or something like this, you might just do outright, since like apply 3 poison and random ending 3 times. Normally I would not pay the 2 in order to do. Actually, I keep on confusing this for the other one that is Slay on there, but that's probably the best bang for a buck in this particular one. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to be taking a bit of damage here. So what I'm going to use the Lucky Tonic and get a buffer. And that means I'm not going to take any damage for the next attack that's made against me. And watching that, see, it looks like in about 3 turns he's going to go down. Assuming I survived that long. Slide, gain 1. Yeah, that's that's pretty okay. Draw 1 card. Yes, of course. Let's try the escape plan. No, was not what I wanted there. So we want defend. Let's see. Defend, strike. Ouch. Next. Prepared poison stab. Let's see. We're definitely doing that. Little 10 damage and Oh, hold on. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, it doesn't matter what I do. Okay. That was more effective than I thought it was. Alright, fine. Just watch him die. Epoch discovered! Oh, that's probably before getting the hunter past the first boss. Alright, there we go. 100 gold. And Shadow Meld. Double your block gain this turn. Okay, good. Echoing Slash. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Repeat for each effect for each enemy killed. And Storm of Steel. Discard your hand. Add 1 shift to your hand for each card discarded. I guess that's if you've got this thing plus a lot of junk, then just turn them all into shivs and let's see if there's any chance that I could actually ever use this. I have no idea if it will ever happen. Now we're in the hive. Okay. So it's pretty much same as before, I think. So now, who we were facing this time? We have Pale. Have we unlocked another ancient for this week? Because you use the pre-second, pre-third act ones, they alternate through various ancients in here, but I presume you start out with only one unlocked. Let's see, if you end your turn with unspent energy, gain an additional 2 energy next turn. That could be in those awkward situations where you can only play one or you run out of cards before you run out of energy. So remove 5 cards from your deck. After each combat, randomly add 1 upgraded. That could be a way in which to upgrade some of my basic cards into something a little bit more useful. And doubles block gained from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. Let's try the tears. I don't know if I've ever taken the tears before, but we'll see. Obviously not on this profile, since this is the first time I'm playing this character on this profile. Now let's see what we've got here. Is there a good route through here? That could be a little bit more dangerous. That is. Hold on. If we went down here, it's not a bad route. The only problem is it has no bailout points. If something goes wrong, I'm dead. But it does have one of the few merchant stops in this area. Oh no, actually there's one in each route. Alright. Take that back. I decided to try the right side, close to where it was originally. So up to these 3, then the shop, then these 3 have the campfire. We have this elite with the campfire. Couple of small battles there, and I could choose either the elite or the unknown location, depending on how I'm feeling about it, and going into there. Now, there's only one unknown location in here. That's... Oh, actually... I think of it. I do much prefer to have a second one to go up that way. Alright, that will be my route. So let's get started. The burrower. Well, definitely opening with that to weaken it. with the backstab there. Let's throw in. No, I don't have the one that gives me 8, so I'll have to just take a standard one. I have to upgrade a couple of these defense so that I will be able to do that a little bit more effectively in the future. There you go. And we'll discard Haze, of course. Good. And you just get started in here. Alright, there's Survivor right over there. Nothing sly around here, and nothing to draw at the moment. So, let's see, we're not going to be attacked. So, I will just bounce the flask. Do you know? Likely. Let's see. Well. Okay. Oh, I'm about to be punched in the face. Unfortunately, I have not. Oh, this defend. And no, 5. What a consolation. Hold on. And yeah. Well, close. Oh, actually, those attacks did nothing to me, right? Did nothing. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course, that was never going to get through the armor. Oh well. Let's see. So, what we do then? Make you weak. Right? Actually, that should be enough now. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, it's dead. Our card, if you draw a skill, and gain 3 block. Yeah, let's just do it for the fun of it. Nope. Hey, look at this. Ending the turn with 5 energy in there, but I'm never going to get through the armor, so why bother? And he's dead anyway. Alright. Deadly poison. Apply 7 poison. Well, we gotta take that one. This is turning into a poison run. Okay, Survivor and Sly at the same time. I do need the block. I mean, the combo is useful if you need the block. Let's see. 1 week. You do a week against a 1 times 3. Does that actually do anything, or I'll do it out of curiosity. Yes, it does bring it down to 0. Okay, good. So it is rounded down. Alright, you are down. Let's see, I am protected from anything in there, so I could just... Oh well. Oh, now one thing is, yeah, so these are the ones that reduce anything you have down to 9. So, okay, we'll just kill you. Let's see, nothing to defend me with. Alright, 5 for all enemies. 3 poison to a random 3 times. So that gives a total of 9 poisons. So this actually gives more. It's just distributed randomly instead of this, which is going to give me 8. So, yeah. Strike 6. Actually, I want that. That's only going to do 6. This is going to do 9 overall, so I'll just do it that way. And see how that works. Escape plan. If you draw a skill, yeah. I drew a skill, so I got the extra point in there. Good. And which one should I take out first? If I could do it in one turn, that would be the natural answer. But I'll take out the easier one to take down first. Two, 3, okay. He's in the green, so I'll take out this one next. And he's 18 from being to a fatal level. I would love to do that. I think I better take that a little bit. Next. Okay, that only has 1 point. Poison goes down by 1 each round in there. Okay, we'll do that. So now you're at 12 in there. And that 9, technically that 9 will be enough to kill it because of that. But so we're going to have fun. And just turn everything into shivs. And kill it outright without the poison. Dodge and roll, footworking to dexterity. Alright. Of power to yeah, let's try that. An event! There is a colossal flower atop the mountain of bones. Its color-shifting petals pulsate and sense that there is a powerful cluster of pollen in the center of the undulating petals are razor-sharp and unpredictable, of course. You could grab some of the golden nectar, but reaching the prize in the center is so tempting. Extract the nectar is worth 35. Let's reach deeper. No, there is absolutely no way I'm going to spend 5 HP at this point. You carefully extract some of the nectar from the flower's flesh. The petals shimmer angrily. Oops. Let's go in here. Probably need some potions. Probably. Every 3 turns, draw a card. Ooh, that's so tempting. But that'll take out all my money and kill the idea of having some fire potion. Nothing right home around. Make sure there's nothing here that is expertise for lay plans, piercing, well. All enemies lose 6 strength. Let's get the overdue removal of a strike. Oh, these guys. Fortunately, they can be poisoned. Alright, let's see. So we will weaken this one, obviously. Oh, yes. Not so obvious. I keep on forgetting that. Yes. 2 levels of artifact. So, yeah, it's not going to be affected by that. So, we will take care of that. Escape plan. If you draw a skill card, gain 3 block. I did, so I got 3 block. Okay, good. And draw a card, discard a card. Anything here that... No, of course not. We get to 16, so... I'm trying to think, is there anything here? Oh, this is all so good! 8, 9, 10, 11... And... Okay, well, okay, we won't be using that now then. I'm sure I'll be regretting that decision later. Okay, we'll have a full defense. All right, good. And let's blade dance the rest. What do we want to apply? 7 poison. He's not going to last long enough for that to make a difference, I think. So. And in fact, for good measure, Screech. Okay, let's see. Let's give us some dexterity in here. Of course, I've used up all my nice discards without having a sly around because I obviously wasn't very sly about it. Let's see. Oh, of course, well, it got rid of the artifact at least. It didn't cause a poison, but it caused the artifact to be lost. Oh, well. Oh, that's the one that's attacking me. 16. Okay, give me 7 block. Yeah, right. We'll do it that way. They make a nasty team. That's all I gotta say about that. 6, 12. Yeah. I'm not doing this very effectively. So that's the case. First of all, let's get rid of this guy. Alright, that's one less thing to worry about. We will poison you. And we will defend you. Well, I'm definitely going to be needing a rest after this. Of course, that's all assuming that I actually survive this. Let's deal 6 damage, 3 poison. Alright, fine. Let's strike you. And shiv these 2 things. Hey! Those noisemakers come in handy for something at least. Just give me more future shivs. There you go. Okay, so let's be prepared to. And finally, some poison actually goes up on this guy. Oh yes, and we want to throw in the weak in there. All right, good. And that's ethereal, so that'll just disappear. Right, so we get 2 strikes. Oh, that's right, because I have this thing that if in turn with any unspent, I gain an additional 2 in next turn. So at least I have extra energy next turn. Alright, tactician. Alright, so we will dagger throw you. you. Not that it means all that much anyway, because I'm already spoiled for... Oh, actually, I do have... Well, at least it'll disappear. Let's see. Is that enough to kill it? Yes! Barely! Yeah. But I am beaten and battered. And that was just a normal mob. How am I going to do against something more powerful? Alright, throw, dagger throw. Oh, dagger throw plus. That's a little bit more. Memento Mori and cloak and dagger. Gain 6 slot and add a shiv. I'll take the dagger throw plus. Now let's hope this event doesn't kill me. Add decay to your deck. Obtain a lost whip. Whenever you play a power, deal 8 damage to all enemies. I don't think I... But as a decay, at the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 2 damage. I can't afford that right now. Just search the nearby area and take the 59 gold. Alright, so I am definitely resting. Even after the rest, I'm at half. I'm taking a detour. A pentagraph. Yeah. I'll need that. Okay. An event. Gave me a battle. Not nice. Alright, so we'll start with things being a little bit hazy. Good. And I want him to be weak. Alright, good. I need... this and... what's the best thing to do? I need... Okay, I need Survivor plus a defense to be 2 of my cards. Well, actually... And if I do that, then he's going to be stunned next for the next turn. So I think that would be meaning that I want to start working on him. Okay, let's do our escape plan. A poison stab. We'll do that on you. We'll use... Do I have anything else? So just survivor and defense are going to be our last 2 things at once. So therefore I could just get rid of anything other than defend. Good, that's a full defend. So the beetle, rock beetle, is going to be stunned. Good. And let's see. Oh yes, okay. So we want the dagger throw. Let's see. We're going to still try to take out the silky. Extra energy won't hurt. At very worst, I will be able to use later on. Let's see. Draw a card. You want to try it again? Actually, see. No. Needs a little bit more encouragement before dying. Okay, so I need no defense this turn. So let's just work on you. How are you doing? You're waking up at the end of this turn, aren't you? So, well, we don't need the block, but we'll do it anyway. Okay. Mommy's waking. Alright, so we've got... Alright, now that Mommy's awake, we've got to do something about this. Oh, 30. Well, we're gonna need that. You're going to need that. And oh, I should have done the blade dance there. All right, this computed. I thought my problem was going to be having too much energy. Obviously, not the case. Let's see. We want. Let's do a blade dance there. All right, you're down there. We'll need block there. We'll need. Oh, it doesn't matter because that was the last. Oh, you're dead. Okay, that's good to hear, but I do have this nasty steamrolling on top of me. And all that healing I'd done before is now also undone. Prepared. Prepared for a hazing. And a poison stab. An escape plan. Right. Well, these are more powerful than the shivs are, so... Oh. Yeah, but it's not going to do anything. You do that, nothing happens. Alright, so we want to, well, make you weak. That gives you 16. Oh. And I guess that. And that. So, oh, I'm still going to take 3 damage. But in any case, let's do 12 damage here. And he's dead. Just do that. There we go. And gain 5 block, draw 2 cards. I don't take that too often, but let's try it in this case. So we can proceed. Obviously, I need the fire. And I am nowhere near in good shape, so going after that fight over there is just not going to happen. Let's see if this event could do something good for me. There's a chamber filled with dead robots. A lone automaton still has faintly glowing core, but it's engulfed by a grotesque organic growth and doesn't respond. Study it, obtain a random power, or touch the core, obtain a random 0-cost card. Do I want a random power? Oh, random 0-cost card. I should have known if you ask for a random 0-cost card on this character, that's the most likely one you're going to get. Oh well, those are worse possibilities. The problem now is I got to survive this. Of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 32. No, that's definitely not going to be a good idea. So let's initiate combat with Leia. And we've got... We'll do that. I'm pretty sure the Storm of Steel is the least likely thing that's going to be useful at this point. 7 poison. Oh, okay. Actually, I guess the defense would have been the least useful thing in there. Yeah. Nep. Oh. Ooh. That was a very bad decision. I mean, I could have had, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4 ships that I could have thrown with that? Because okay, well, it looks like I managed to get a strike out of it. But I think I could have gotten 3 ships out of that, which would have been... 3 ships are worth more than a single strike. Ouch. I've been tenderized. Okay, let's see, let's do some footwork. Let's do that. And do that. Let the poison do a little bit of work. Let's see, escape plan. Bouncing flask. Yeah. Haze? Yeah, haze I think would be more important at this point because that's my only... Yeah, let's do the haze. Okay, good. Then we want blade dance and bouncing flask. Okay, bouncing flask with 3 points. That's going to do 9 damage and all. Well, 9 damage the first turn. Then 9 damage the first turn, and then of course add additional along the way, and then add 8 shivs into your hand, which is worth only 16. Am I going to survive this attack? Yeah, I'll survive this attack. Let's try the bouncing flask. Alright, let's see if I could do something about that poison next turn. Okay, good. 7 times, that's 21. So I am going to be needing... I'm going to need some help on that. Alright, let's see. What do I discard? Oh, discard Tactician, of course. So I got 4 left. Let's give me some of that. Let's do a backflip. Okay, good. Do we have an escape plan? Good. Oh, can we make you weak? Yes, we can. Alright, now I'm surviving. Oh, hold on. Let's do the blade dance. Right, and strike 1. Okay, it's 31. I think I'm seeing an illusion of some sort. Alright, so let's see. Okay, he's dead now, which is good. Or at least will be as soon as the poison kicks in. Who doesn't matter, let's not wait for it. Let's put out his misery. Oh, it finally got a potion there. Alright, good. Flechettes. No, I don't think we'll get that in my way. Expertise. Draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. See, actually, deal 4 down for each skill in your hand. Yeah, let's try it. Now, unfortunately, well, obviously I need to rest there. Because even with that, even with the pentagram, oh, the knowledge demon. Well, I know what my choice is for the first round of nasty things it's going to give to me. Here, have a present. Do I have... Oh, okay. 6 times! Ooh, that's the most effective a flechette has ever been for me. Okay. Good. Then, okay, we don't... Let's see, let's... Alright, since... We will keep the defense. We won't play any of the skills. We will do the strike. And just turn them into 5 shivs. Alright, and a skill potion. Deadly poison? Yeah. And throw in some poison on top of it. What do you say about that? Make your choice. Alright, either at the end of your turn take 6 damage or draw 1 fewer card each turn. Well, 1 fewer card each turn is a reasonable one in this particular... Oh, of course, it's on the first turn where I get all the extra stuff. Well... Alright, that wasn't as brilliant an idea as I thought. Okay, so... I don't have the cards in which to think. That... Oh well. Well, do your worst. I know that's going to be very bad for me. Ouch! Yeah. Alright. Amazing how that one extra card just sort of ruins my entire thing. Well... Well, I obviously need that defend. I need... Ooh, feel like I'm being squeezed. 24. Alright, I'm being squeezed, alright. I never thought of squeeze plays as being part of this game, but it most definitely is. Does mean... I guess that's the one that's going to have to go. I don't like throwing away any of them. Especially considering I had the energy in which to do them all. I actually did that in the wrong order. Right? Yeah, I did that in the wrong order. Actually, no matter what I did, it would go wrong, because if I do prepare it at the end, it'll throw away the card that you draw. So yeah, there's no right answer on that one. Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's send you a little bit more poison there. No, we save that for last, because there is an advantage in this case for saving one for last. Yeah, nothing more annoying than a mob that heals himself. Alright, apply 3 poison to a rant. Yeah, right. Oh, 6? Yeah, another time where prepared is used. In this particular situation, prepared goes from being one of the most useful things to one of the most useless things. Amazing how a card can, depending on the circumstances, be both. All right. No, 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 no. We don't want to discard that. Okay, discard prepared. I just was calling it useless for this case anyway. Right. And bing, bang, bong. All right. Now, make your choice. At the end of your turn, take 7 damage. That'll kill me pretty quickly. Or you cannot play more than 3 cards each turn, which is death to the silent. So I am going to take disintegration despite the fact that I do not like the idea of doing so. Yeah. Let's hurry up. This is definitely not a powerful build, as can be obvious here. And of course, Flechette suddenly becomes completely useless. Unlike that, was it the first round of this combat where it showed how great it can be? Well, this is showing you how horrific it could be worse. That could have been a strike, in which case 30 damage. Well, 21 damage. 7, 8, 9. If I... Oh, no, that 7 damage takes into account the 2 in there. So, yeah, I am dying. Bye-bye. Well, that was a run. Yeah. Is this my true potential? Absolutely not. Oh, that's a... I didn't like that map. Actually, I had... Right. I think the first time I looked at that, I said, nah, it didn't look like a very good map, and then I wound up going back to it anyway, and I was right the first time. I think part of the problem is, yeah, no merchant along the way. Why in the world did I completely forget that? What was it? Probably should have gone up that way? Oh, no, I went to a merchant there. Obviously, that wasn't good enough. Definitely wasn't good enough. The knowledge demon cursed the silent with overwhelming knowledge. All right, and there I did discover something probably from points or something like that. Well, actually, let's see why. Or is that from the unlock that says begin? Okay, 3 epochs waiting to be revealed. Okay, scribbles unlocked by accumulated score. Scribbles. On this quiet planet, beasts of imagination began to dot the world. They roamed the lands of this time of simple, gleeful violence. Countless ways to kill, to feed, and proliferate are suggested. Colonies, hives, groups, and schools ebb and flow into the nooks and crannies of Prayon. Alright, fine. And here are some 3 new relics that we can get. And here we go. This is beat Act 1 with the silent to reveal this epoch. And we've got bigger prey. The other sisters judge the fourth one in silence. They have not seen her for over 3 centuries, and she returns with an ugly pulsating scrap. The silent recollects the trials she endured in this trophy, but does not speak. To speak is weak. One can only prove herself with more impressive trophies. Okay, there is always bigger prey. Alright, I see. So, continue. Sometimes you get snake bite. If the enemy has poison, apply 9 poison. That's good if you have other poison effects, obviously. And poison is triggered 1 additional time. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice power to have if you're doing a poison deck. Anomalous planet, the Regent. His Majesty barely even looked anymore and swiped through the planet profile. Okay, this is for playing the silent. Okay, the planet profiles in the current constellation. I demand to visit the most exciting planet. The Regent slammed his fist deep upon the space console. Beep, beep, beep. Anomalous planet detected. And obviously that would be Freon, I guess. And so the Regent has arrived. His Majesty may now embark upon the Spire. Onwards, unlock the Regent as a playable character. Right, and then we drop in some things that will unlock. That's probably something that unlocks for kill 15 bosses with the Regent to reveal this epoch. Alright, there we go. And that was the Silent in Slay the Spire 2. Obviously, I need some work on this and getting some better decks on there. Next time we have the Regent. And I suspect things are going to be about the same, but we'll find out in the next episode of Piney Plays the Spire.